Have you ever wondered how much YouTube pays a creator to make a video? Well, what if we make an entire series like I just did at the Mecum Classic Car Auction, where I bought a bunch of cars and then I sold them at a classic car auction. To be honest with you, I took a beating on almost every single car. I took a loss. But everybody wants to know, Craig, why are you taking so many losses? Well, a lot of those losses are because times have changed and car prices have lowered. They've depreciated significantly. Fortunately for me, I'm able to recoup my losses thanks to YouTube revenue, as well as my partnerships in my videos. In today's video, I'm gonna go over and be as transparent as possible how much YouTube actually paid me to make our auction series videos. Per video, how many views did we get, and how much money did we make per video, including our partnerships. This is part 2 of all the mistakes I've made and how much we made off of our YouTube videos. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. I've never done a video like this before. Let's get going. I make money doing these videos, and not only is it rewarding that you're watching, but it also pays me pretty well, so I can sustain some of those losses. So what am I talking about, Craig? I made a video, day one disaster with the Skyline and the Humvee on the trailer. This is the thumbnail right here. That video got 58,000 views, 13,300 watch hours, meaning people watched this video for 13,300 hours. I made, on that video with just YouTube revenue, $963. So making that video made me $963. Was it worth it? I don't know. $963 is helpful, but it doesn't it doesn't take you on vacation or pay some serious bills. Our next video, what can we buy with $10,000? I love those videos. I bought the red Mercedes last year, lost money on it, but I made a video that probably honestly paid for the loss on that Mercedes. This year, with the what can we buy with $10,000, we bought this orange Corvette. And honestly, I did really, really well. So many haters out there said, why would you buy this Corvette? You're not gonna make any money. Well, I did. Teaser, it was sitting right here about a week ago, and now it's gone. We're also gonna make a video about it, wholesale versus retail. So how much money can you make wholesaling the Corvette versus how much money can I make retail? Because there's a difference between a wholesale license and a retail license. So which one makes more money? Obviously retail does. How much more work was it? And was it worth it? Teaser, it was worth it. And we'll have a video about that. Also in that video, we had a partner. My bookie partnered with us. It was around Super Bowl time. So thank you to them for helping us out with the video. They actually paid us handsomely to talk about their brand and their product. So that was great for us. That video had 51,900 views, 5,800 watch hours, and we made $633 on it. After that, video number 3, we sold the Skyline. I don't care, highest bid gets it. I am not shipping that car. I am not bringing it anywhere else. Highest bid gets it. Did we profit or did we lose? That video had 58,100 views, 10,400 watch hours, and we made $957 on it. So you can see how the prices start to the revenue starts to add up for me. After that, I tried to sell my Humvee. I was unsuccessful, but we made an auction video out of it. I actually had fun that day. We did not sell the Humvee, but that video had 81,300 views, 16,300 watch hours, and we made $1,200. So even though the Humvee didn't sell, we still made $1,200 on YouTube revenue, which is pretty awesome. So now that those 2 cars are come and gone, they're out of my hair, the second segment of this series was the 2 Mercedes vehicles. Now, I'm glad that I split them up, because if it was all happening at once, it would have just been too much for me. It would have been way too stressful. So I wrote, I'm doomed. My 2 cars are missing. It's auction day. The transporter misplaced my 2 cars. I went up to the auction with my son, couldn't find them anywhere. It was a really, really difficult scenario. And then he ended up keeping the keys and not giving them to me. It was a lot of work. That video actually had a partner. Oedro helped. They sent me up some floor mats for my Ram months ago to try out and see if I like, which I loved. They partnered on that video, so we had a little bit of revenue from them. And thank you, Oedro. Love those floor mats. 67,400 views. 13,500 watch hours. We made another $986 on that transporter, losing my cars. And then me and my son had a great day walking around the auction. We had so much fun together. So $986 we made on that video. The next video was an altercation with his boss and titled, "I'm going to fight a transporter. I want these gone." Day 2, I had my son with me by my side. I would like to think he learned some lessons. We had a lot of fun. We went to the auction. He's never been to those auctions before, so we got to do like a whole Father Sunday, create videos while I was working. It was stressful, but I got to hang out with him. It was like days we'll remember forever. That video had 53,400 views, 9,600 hours, and we made $648 more on that video. On the next video, it was actually auction day. So we're selling both Mercedes, or hopefully selling both Mercedes. They were not selling, even though we titled the thumbnail Fire Sale. That video had 64,500 views, 16,600 watch hours, and we made $1,100 on it. Didn't sell either Mercedes, but made $1,100 on the video, which is great. After that, while I was there with my son, I found a really cool Mustang. It was the Mustang GT from the movie Kick-Ass, which was called the Red Mist. This was like the villain's car. I made a video about it that didn't really perform that well. It had 19,400 views and only made $95. Cool story to shoot with my son, but here's the kicker. I also made a TikTok and I made a Facebook video about it. I also made an Instagram, didn't perform that well. The TikTok video had 346,000 views. So the YouTube video flopped, the TikTok video crushed it, and we made $348 just off that one TikTok video. And then, like I said, I put it on Facebook too. That video had 255,000 views on Facebook, which is amazing. Now, I was talking about TikToks and Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels and then YouTube Shorts. I did a video with my son about the Magnum PI Ferrari. That video got 129,000 views. So we got our face out there to 2, 5, 6, about 700,000 people saw my son and I smiling and having fun and creating kind of like some brand recognition of Flying Wheels and some fun car videos. All right, it's the finale. It's over. Dealer auction. Mercedes sold. We sold both of the Mercedes. We took it to a dealer auction, got rid of them, highest bid got them. 54,800 views, $297 so far. Now that video just aired 2 nights ago. So like 36 hours ago that video aired. Already has 54,000 views. We already made $297. 5,400 hour watch time in 36 hours. So that's pretty amazing. Yeah, we only made $297, but it was 2 days ago. So that video is going to keep going, keep growing. And our revenue usually takes like 2 to 3 weeks to actually show us what the revenue really is. There's a couple videos that haven't even aired yet. You probably have already seen them, but I haven't as I'm shooting this. I had a mental breakdown inside that Mercedes at the auction when nothing was going right. This job is really hard. I want you to see how difficult it is for me. And sure, I've created some of the headaches and the problems. And sure, I don't take accountability for myself sometimes. Maybe I put the blame on other people as well when I could have been doing things, but I do rely on other people. And I finally just, after that entire series, had a mental breakdown. Why did I show you that video? Because I want you to really see what it's like. It's not all glorious. It's not always Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Corvettes and smiles. There's some really difficult parts of owning a business, and that's why I created it. Probably 10,000 people hated it, but if 200 people like could feel me in it and understand that they're not alone, then that video was worth it. That's why I aired that video. Not sure how many views or how much money we made off that yet, and that won't take into consideration our totals, which I will tell you in a minute. I bought a cheap Corvette and fixed it. Selling wholesale versus retail. I told you I'm gonna make that video. That, if it hasn't come out yet, will come out soon. I'm not sure what the revenue or how it's performing, but that video will also pay us decently. I took the Humvee from the dealer auction to a Highline sale. I have a video coming out about the Highline sale, all supercars. I'm gonna show you the prices. That video is really cool. We'll make some money off that. This is all in 1 month, and these videos will pay me forever. So if you watch them next month or 3 months or 2 years from now, it'll still continue to pay me. Let's get into the total views and how much money we made cumulative. So total views, I'm not counting Instagram or Shorts or Facebook. Like, if it was 5,000 here or 10,000 there, I didn't count those views. I only counted big number of views. So between Instagram and like really trending or viral TikToks and Instagrams, we had 1,239,600 views in our Mecum series. And that is without those other videos airing, and they're going to keep accumulating over time. So in less than a month, 1,239,600 views, a total watch time of 96,300 hours. Now, just to put that in perspective, that's 4,012 days, 10.99 years it would take like People have watched 10.99 years of my Mecum series, which when you put it in that perspective is so cool. I am so thankful for that. It's weird and amazing and just awesome. So thank you for that. I told you I'd get into revenue, so let's get into total revenue. This is not counting any partnerships on my videos or anything like that. This is only what YouTube is going to pay me. So if I add up all those numbers before, aside from the videos that I told you hadn't aired yet as I'm airing this video, the total is $7,132 in under a month on just those videos. And we had multiple videos aside from that, as well as partners in our videos. And we have a car dealership that actually is profitable back in New Hampshire. These videos keep going, and I have a video this video right here is gonna make a little bit of money, and that doesn't include the other videos that haven't aired yet. So we talk about partnerships. I don't like to call them paid ads or sponsors. I like to call them partnerships because like behind me, I have so much stuff that people mail me that I don't talk about just all the time. Hey, can I send you this and talk about it on video? Yeah, if I like it. If I like it, I'll use it. Raycon earbuds, loved them. That was in my Humvee video. I use those all the time. I like that. That's why I'd be happy to tell you about it. I have a Corvette video with my Think Car scan tool, love it. And it really helped me fix my Corvette. I would gladly tell you about that. You also notice that the Corvette isn't here. I've since sold it for a very healthy profit, which we can discuss in a new video coming out. And I guess to summarize, I just want to explain like perception versus reality. I own a car dealership in New Hampshire. It's not fancy, it's not glamorous. And honestly, I don't really enjoy making videos about Nissan Sentra having bad transmissions or Chevy Cruises. It's just not fun for me. I want to be able to enjoy my life. I want to be able to enjoy my job and drive fun, cool cars. That's why I got into this business, is so I can drive things that make me smile. Even though my yellow Ferrari doesn't make me smile all the time, it does have its cool features. Like I drop my kids off at school in it and they go wild. I take it to a car show and people go nuts. Kids love it. I love this because I took it to the gym yesterday and a bunch of kids came out with their parents that I let them sit in it, I let them take pictures with it. It makes them happy, which makes me really happy. That's why I do this stuff. Now back in New Hampshire, we've dialed in on what's selling. It's all inexpensive cash cars. We do low dollar subprime financing as well. They're doing fine. I don't love it. I'm just mentoring Lauren, helping her, and hopefully she'll take it over and it can be hers and she can own Flying Wheels North. One day, fingers crossed for her and for me, and I can do the stuff that I love, which I'm doing here. We bought a Mustang GT 6-speed. We're gonna bring that back to life. I paid $4,500 for a 5-liter Coyote 6-speed Mustang GT. I'm gonna bring that back. I love doing that. That's how I started this business, in my driveway. And I wanna do it again. Just buy what I love, fix it, clean it, sell it, move on to the next car. Do as I say, not as I do. When I show you a car flip video, either retail or wholesale, those are my videos educating you on how to make money, how I make money and how you can too. Having my dealer's license, one of the best decisions I've ever made. If you wanna learn how to do it, I have a course that teaches you like an entire program, www.startyourdealership.com. Don't make these videos to teach you how to start your own dealership. I have a program that teaches you that. And then like, if you ever wanted to sell wholesale cars or classic cars, you get to see the headaches that I go through. I like educating you, good and bad, and those flip videos are how I make my money, like cash in hand, not just YouTube revenue. So I do have videos that still do that, and we have 3 coming out: G35, Monte Carlo SS supercharged, we have a Ford Fusion, and Mustang and Corvette. So we have 5 flip videos coming out right after this series. When I take you to the auction, that's me updating you on the market, the industry. I think it's interesting. You don't have access to that stuff, so I love showing you what I can see that you can. I think that's really interesting, and I would have watched that stuff. So I try to make content that I would watch. Hopefully you like my auction videos, and every once in a while we buy something there too, which is neat. I also told you the money is made at the purchase. I've said that 1,000 times. So many haters on the internet told me I'm never gonna make money on that Corvette. I shouldn't have bought it at the auction. It was no reserve. Like, it was so cheap. I could not pass up a C6 Corvette for $10,500. And I made money when I bought it. Buying right is where you make your money. And if you saw me in the Ferrari series, the Ferrari flip series, if you read the comments lately, I get so much hate. But those haters, again, are my biggest fans, and the reason my videos perform so well is because of them. So as much as I dislike you, I appreciate you. So thank you very much. So it's been a week since I shot this video that you're watching, so I wanted to give you an updated revenue amount, how much it's accumulated since I shot this video. Now that I'm editing the video, we are at a total of $8,500
$39 and some change. So $8,500 on that video series. We also made a healthy profit on the Corvette, which is coming out soon. We also have the revenue from this video and the partnerships with MyBookie, Oedro, Raycon, MyBookie again in our last video. And then also I partnered up with ThinkCar, my scan tool that I used to find out the clutch life on this Lamborghini, my Ferrari. We helped diagnose the Corvette and fix the Corvette. And did I say we sold the Corvette? And I have another video coming out on the Corvette, wholesale versus retail. We did sell the Corvette. I'm going to show you the difference between buying and selling at auction versus buying and selling at retail, and how much profit and how much difference in profit you can make. And then we also ended up selling the Humvee. So that's coming up in a Highline video, which I talked about previously. So you can see how it starts to add up. $8,500 just from YouTube, add in all the extras, and we've recouped more than the losses that we made on those cars. So hopefully you get a little bit of insight into how this works for me. Probably not going to work for anyone else watching unless you're making money somewhere else. I can suffer these losses because I make it up elsewhere. Not that you want to have any losses at all. We're going to get back into making profits again. Now that we've liquidated the Humvee and the Skyline and the 2 Mercedes, we're getting back into business. We're going to start making some money again in our next upcoming series.
If you watch my Ferrari series, you see that I know what I'm doing. Even in this video, the reason I made this video is to show you that I know what I'm doing. Even if the title says I took a loss, still making money. Don't do it the way I do it unless you can recoup it on YouTube videos and YouTube revenue. I bought cars that I love. This one is gonna make me like 20 grand. My Ferrari is gonna make me a bunch of money. Not everything makes money. And honestly, showing you that I made 1,000 here or 1,000 there isn't always my best performing video, but losing on an Audi e-tron sometimes is. Sometimes my videos are what people want to see, even though not every one of you appreciates it and thinks that I don't know what I'm doing. I do, I promise you, I know what I'm doing. I love doing this. This is what I want to do forever, and I'm going to continue doing it this way. I buy what I love, I buy what makes me happy, and YouTube and every one of you provides me with the opportunity to do it and share these experiences with you. Sometimes it's a cheap Nissan Sentra, sometimes it's a Lamborghini, sometimes it's Moto Miami where it's $2.5 million cars at the Sotheby's auction. Everything is automotive related, whether it's a car flip or a car auction or something really, really cool. I try to put it out there, and even if it's negative, it's there for you to see that it's not all glorious and glamorous. I appreciate every single one of you and every one of your views. Anytime you hit the thumbs up button, which is the like button, anytime you subscribe or you share a video, and if you hit that bell, you get notifications for when I make a new video. I just appreciate that stuff so much. I love creating content, and even if you saw me really stressful and really upset in that series, I'm in my happy place. Like, that auction makes me going and looking at cars and classic cars and hanging out with my son and hanging out with my father and my grandfather and then sharing it with you in the comments section. And I've met so many people from YouTube because of it. I love it, and I just want to say thank you to all of you, even if you're a jerk in the comments section. Every one of you, which the majority of you are amazing. So thank you so much for watching my stuff. That's all for now. I hope there's a little bit more clarity to what has been going on in our past 8 videos. I look forward to creating a lot more content for you guys. Thank you once again so much for your support. This is a long video. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you all later. Adios.